So delighted to be here at the Henry Ford Glass Facility.
Well, welcome, and we're glad to have you as a visiting artist.
You know, it's special that I'm taking my flame working process into your hut shop, and we're going to work together to make a floral panel. We're risking. We're at the edge.
Yes.
This is a difficult process, but we believe it's wonderfully doable in this facility. Josh,
Do you think?
make me look good.
I will.
My focus is native flowers, and I've dedicated my adult life to glass, but for the last 45 years to interpreting nature in glass. I'm using this clear glass as a handle to support the green rod. You want to warm the glass in gradually so you don't shock it. This is Sargasso transparent green overlaying opaque. The manufacturer calls it apple yellow. So this will give me variations in the green. I'm going to make a stem. I want this to be the best I can do. So here's the stem. Josh and I decided it would be 3.5-inch plant. I'm going to make some leaves. I'm going to bring some variations in color and make them linear shaped leaves with an interesting brown center. I'm going to overlay the center of the leaf in an opaque brown. I'm going to use this clear glass as a handle for my leaf material. Now, by striping my green over the center, that's going to translate to veining in my linear leaf. This glass is about 2,300 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to use the tweezers to press the leaf. I like to put a curve into the components because nature has a lot of form, a lot of curves. You know, I've designed these colored glass inclusions to translate when they're magnified in the clear glass. Oh, nice. I'm going to make a St. John wort, a yellow St. John wort with red modeling. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, I'm taking my yellow glass and I'm going to dip it into a transparent red that's referred to as gold ruby. One of my best techniques for delicacy is I take the clear glass, and what happens when I press out my petals, there's the clear glass overlays the color and it makes it more delicate. I sometimes think of my work as almost on a scale of making jewelry. Very delicate, very small scale. I love detail, and I think that's what the detail that I'm able to get with this flame working process really is suited for interpreting nature. And I have colored glass that I can make transparent, it can be opaque. You know, when I started glass, I started as a scientific glass blower. I went to Salem Community College, where they taught scientific glass blowing to make laboratory equipment for industry. And I mastered that craft, but I wanted to be on the creative side. So when I started making little giftware animals, and then when I made a flower, all of a sudden I felt, wow, look at, and I think it took me back to my childhood interests. All right, I'm going to make a bud for the blossom. I'm going to add modeling to the yellow glass. Then I'm going to case it with clear glass. You know, Josh, the glass you're using here at the Glass Center at Henry Ford is really quality. All right, what I did, I added modeling to the yellow, then crystal, and now I'm going to build a bud. Now I'm going to add the glass rod, thank you very much, onto the clear glass as a petal. This will be a 5-petal flower. And when this is encapsulated in the clear glass, those petals are going to appear as individual petals because the clear glass will separate them. Now, I love detail, and this, I'm going to put the sheath. The bud has a sheath that folds, that protects the immature blossom. The sheath opens and they become sepals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the sepals from the blossom. When I add clear glass onto the color glass, and then that's encapsulated into a larger form of a larger block, the clear becomes hollow, becomes space. I'm adding the sepals. I'm layering the green over the clear glass bump to lift it away from the petals. I'm defining the sepal by pulling it, separating it from the yellow bud. when I hold up a glass rod, I can feel the memory of masterworks from the past. That skill can advance to the present. So when I'm flame working the glass, I want to advance my process. I want to advance my tradition in ways that will articulate a whole new response to nature. By my being attentive to the material, I'm hoping to articulate a very personal response to nature in ways that will allow people to experience the native flower in a more intimate way. I love the idea of competing with the past and knowing that if it was made once, skilled hands can advance it. You know, we got to capture, right, we got to capture the spontaneity. This process is about certainty and detail and delicacy. And my job as a creative person is to make my work look spontaneous and make it look like it's comes alive. Okay, so now let's make some roots. I'm adding clear glass onto the brown glass so that the roots, once they're encased in the molten, once they're encased in the clear glass, they'll look very delicate. Okay. You know, I've always enjoyed how when I encapsulate the brown glass, when I encapsulate my root components, there's a certain spontaneity that happens where the roots kind of fold in and around each other. All right, I think we're getting close. I think we're going to put this thing together. Okay, I'm making stamens. It's interesting that it took me about 20 years to realize I could build a flower without protecting it, and that I could encapsulate it and it would come out incredible. I'm going to build the flower from the center out. I'm going to seal the filament. Stamens have a filament. Can you snip that for me? Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to seal the stamen, the the filament section of the stamen onto the pistil. I'm going to add the anther on the filament. Look at that. Josh, that was perfect. Thanks. Okay, now I'm adding the ovaries of the plant, of the blossom. Okay, you know, you get to the point where, you know, it's not about anything but passing it forward. This is going to be so sweet. I'm adding strength under the flower. And now I'm going to add the sepals. Wow. It looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so now we're going to build the plant. And Josh, you want to set it up so that I can use the hand torch?
Yeah.
Andy's heating up the carbon block. And what I intend to do is take all the botanical components, and then I'm going to build my flower. We're going to make it about 3.5 inches length. Nice, okay. Okay. We're going to, I have the blossom. I have the stem. The bud. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put the linear leaves in. All right, now. Perfect. All right. All right, now I'm going to add the roots. Josh, what do you think? Do you think that what temperature is your clear glass going to be?
Our crystal is currently sitting at 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
The mold is out of the oven at around 1,000 degrees. Andy is preheating it, keeping it warm with the bench torch.
Yep.
We're going to add this purple luster frit. We're going to add it to the inside as a backdrop for your flower.
Beautiful. Now, you know, when you lay out the crushed glass, the colored glass, crushed colored glass, I'll lay the flower on there, and when you ladle, you can ladle it. If we can have the glass go around and fill the form, then I'm sure that it will level itself off.
Yep.
So,
All right.
okay, so why don't we, what do you think? You think that this is a doable thing?
I think so. I think we can do it.
Any, you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping maybe I should drop that flower, tilt it a little bit so that when you ladle the glass onto it, it should drag it a little bit. I think this is going to be good. Okay.
So we'll
add the color.
crushed flit.
Yep. Okay. Here comes the flower. Well, let me screw it up now. Beautiful. It's trued up. Yep. Okay, I think we got it. This is do or die. Nice, nice. Enough? Wow. We have it. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at how clean it came out. You're good. Oh, that came out fantastic. Nice ladle. Way to go. Is it tape it in there? Oh, nice. Yep. I want to get the sides, so I want to get the corners. Okay. Fell into place. Very sweet. Okay, John. Okay, now, can we flip it over? You know, when I was invited to come to the Henry Ford, I didn't know what to expect. But being here in this facility, which is first rate, and having the support of these masters, it's really been a wonderful experience. What the camera documented was building a flower, complex flower, and then encapsulating it in clear glass in a way that's very seldom successful. When Andy ladled the glass over the color glass, and Josh laid it all out with his experience, really, I want to bring them home to Mantua, New Jersey with me. At this stage of my game, sharing is my legacy. I want to share my process. I want to encourage the young people. And it's very exciting to be surrounded by talented young people who are dedicated to glass, who are going to advance the tradition in ways that I won't be able to imagine.